We're gonna learn today how we do this, y'all. Hey, Lita, what's going on? How you doing, sis? How's everything? Everything good? Y'all come on in here. Let's have a little chit chat. Let's have a little talk. See the streets? Streets is pretty empty. Streets is pretty empty, but they're not completely empty. I'm telling y'all now, this disease, I'm not gonna say it's fake, but it attacks the crown. Hey, cousin, what's going on? Hey, Stephen Hayes, how you doing, brother? This disease definitely attacks the crown, so I hope y'all been doing what y'all supposed to be doing. At least getting to it, starting to get to it, because it's good out here. The trees are turning green. Look, we got grass showing. Devon Guard, what's going on? We got grass growing. We got flowers in the trees. You know? Everybody's good. For the most part. If you've been washing your hands. How y'all doing? Y'all been washing. Look, essential workers is out. The essential workers. We got essentials. You know? And everybody's healthy. Everybody's good. For the most part. Y'all gotta focus on life. Focus on love. Focus on being here. Stop being scared, y'all. Stop being afraid. This is not a situation. This is not time to be afraid. This is smoke and mirrors. When you're afraid, you can't see what else is going on. You can't hear the whispers in the corner when you're scared. Because you're too busy looking for somewhere to go, for something to save you. You don't got to look for anybody to save you. Y'all don't have to be upset with the president because he's not enforcing vaccinations and stuff like that. Y'all don't need no vaccinations. Y'all don't need it. You need to trust yourselves. Trust what you know. Trust yourself. And take care of yourself. This thing is attacking people that's basically they off their square. They off their grid. How you doing? They off their grid. You know what I mean? They off their square. So whatever the TV tells them shakes them up. Whatever come across the mainstream media platforms shakes them up. We don't got time to get shook, especially shaken up without thought. We got brains. We can think, y'all. We could think. Think about it. This whole 5G thing, it's not as bad as they're making it seem. It really isn't. We are now getting access to 5G and soon 6G networking. And I want y'all to listen to me carefully. Hear me carefully. Hear me clearly. Just because you can't see me, just because you're now getting access to it, doesn't mean they haven't been using it all this time. Yeah, it's still beautiful out here. We gotta focus on what's good in the world. We've been exposed to 5G. We've been exposed to it, y'all. What kind of technology do you think they're using to read the Easy Pass when you're going through the tunnels and going through the tolls and stuff? That's 5G technology. What do you think is being used to record you speeding through the lights? You going at 65 miles an hour in the 25 mile per hour speeding zone, and they got it all on film with your license plate number and you're facing the seat, you're facing the driver's seat. How do they do that? They've been using these technologies for law enforcement and military, but they're now giving the public access to it. As soon as they start throwing up a couple of towers around to allow you access to it, the first thing we did is we started to get afraid. We started getting scared because we didn't know any better. Hey, Beverly, what's going on? We started becoming afraid, but we don't got to be afraid. We don't got to be afraid because guess what? If we using 5G now, they exposing us to 5G and 6G. I mean, the military is already exposing us to 10G, 11G. I don't want to tell my age, you know, but I'm sure somebody besides me remembers the Jetsons cartoon. Remember the Jetsons? Everything was automated. Y'all remember that? They had the microwave. They had the little robot maid. The streets was like escalators and stuff. You know, they didn't even have to walk. All they had to do was stand there and get on the right part of the sidewalk, and they were able to get to where they were going, right? And the cars were flying around. That's what we getting ready to move into, y'all. We getting ready to go into that. And if you remember the Jetsons, right? It wasn't a whole lot of people in the Jetsons. The place wasn't really populated. So there may be some dangers with the 5G as far as radiation is concerned, but don't be misled. We've been getting exposed to radiation. This is a thought that I had the other day, and I had to go and look something up. And we've been getting exposed to radiation since Egypt, since Kemet. We're not new to this. The first pandemic, the first worldwide pandemic hit the planet like in 430 BC, right? That's also around the time that we created the Caucasian, the Tamehu man, the made man. So the creation or the birth, the onset of this new race of people on the planet also is what brought on pandemics with these flu-like symptoms, right? And the more we mix, the more they mix. This is why we were told not to mix. It wasn't about being mean or anything like that. How you doing, neighbor?
Fine,
you gonna come put your little face in my video? No. I'm gonna lie.
You know, because you might end up blackmailing me and give it to my wife.
You see this stuff? You see what I got to deal with?
Yeah.
I might give it to you. I'm a little too close.
Yeah, you might. Let me show you how your man Frankie Paul is.
Oh my goodness.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. And he don't got no mask and no gloves on and stuff.
You don't either.
You got that right.
Other than that, I'm not around a crowd of people.
Long as the sun's still shining, we good. Yep. We're going to deal with this thing in real time, right? Like I was saying. When we created the Tamehu, that's when the planet started experiencing pandemics, right? And the pandemics are going to continue to sweep the planet every so often, whether there's radiation, whether we're being exposed to radiation, whether we're being exposed to 3G, anything. These things are going to happen because the planet is lopsided. The planet got to go through a cycle. She's learning, she's bearing labor pains almost, you know. It's like labor. It's like being in labor. Kanisha, Stephanie, Christopher. Fix it in your teeth, Boogie Barnwell. What's going on, y'all? So the radiation is really nothing to fear. The radiation is nothing to fear. We don't got nothing to fear with the radiation. We got more radiation in our homes with the microwaves than we do with these towers. And remember when the microwave first came out? Even the microwave, they was telling us, don't have it in your house. Don't have a microwave. It's going to give you cancer. And they had all these reports of people getting sick with cancer. They had all these reports of people getting breast cancer, brain tumors, and everything. And the onset of cancers kind of looked like it took a big leap, like it spiked up. And it possibly did. It possibly That's how they do social distancing in the hood. That is how we quarantine and chill, y'all. We get on bikes and rev it up. But yeah, so we've been getting exposed to some stuff. If anything, this should be telling us to take better care of the planet and better care of our bodies. A lot of people are afraid because they have pre-existing conditions, or they just simply haven't been taking care of their bodies and they don't know how. So they're afraid. And I want to tell y'all, stop being afraid. Don't be afraid. Fear is not even natural to us. Fear is a learned behavior. Fear is something that we learn. That's not something that we're born with. We can practice precautions and we can practice safety without being afraid. We don't gotta be afraid, y'all. Now, if you're still scared and you refuse to take care of your body and you refuse to acknowledge, the love and the beauty you have in your life, when this coronavirus catch your sketchy ass, you better not be afraid. Then you better stay with that same energy, because that might be what gets you out. Being afraid is not going to help you. We don't have time for that. You need to look at your loved ones in your home and tell them that you love them. Tell them that you need them. Spend time with them. Go out into the supermarket. There's not a lot left. There's not a lot of food left in the supermarkets. There's not a lot of goods left on the shelves. But there's enough there for you to grab some oranges and some fruits and some vegetables, some essential things that you need. And instead of throwing away the extras, because we've become very wasteful as a people, first of all, this should actually teach a lot of us to scale back and only take what we need. Don't have to be excessive. We don't have to have all the toilet paper. We don't have to have all the food. Somebody went in the supermarket and bought all the snacks. Now, when they got all the snacks and all the toilet paper, they also will have all the inflammation. You can't share that. But if you buy the food, you buy the fruits and vegetables that you need, everything comes with seeds in it. Time to start taking those seeds and regrowing them. Time to start taking these things and stop throwing everything in the garbage. Learn how to create your own soil from composting your kitchen scraps. Yeah. When I was on it last year and a couple of years ago, nobody was really jacking it. But y'all gonna have to jack it now. Y'all gonna have to, because your options are running low and your nerves are bad. I don't think you could wait it out for the government to redo their import contracts with the farms and the gardens around the world again to get food here. We're gonna have to do it ourselves. So don't panic and find yourself just sitting down waiting for somebody to do something for you. We're well equipped to do these things for ourselves. Start with your windowsill. That's something that you can do with your children. Get some plastic cups, poke some holes in the bottom, or put some tissue, some rocks or something like that in the bottom of it. Fill it up with some dirt. Put you some seeds in there. 1 or 2 seeds a cup at a time. And let it grow. Give you something to acknowledge and think about besides what's on social media. And while the world's around you, or while the news is making it seem like the whole world is coming to an end and everything is crumbling right in front of our eyes, like they really going hard trying to make us panic, y'all. But you got everything you need to have life more abundantly right in your homes. Right in your home. You got your children. You got your loved ones. You got friends. You got family. I'm just walking around. I just had to get outside and walk around. Yeah, that's what I do. Get out, get some fresh air, do some exercises and stuff. Plant some videos or something. Huh? The one that's open is all the way down Pennsylvania. That one been closed for a good while. All the way down? All the way down. It's on New Lights though? Yep, it's on New Lights. Stay on this side of the street and go all the way down. You gotta pass the Orange Church. Oh, all right. It's right on that block with the Orange Church. Yeah, across the street from the supermarket. People need their alcohol, y'all. They got to stay calm. Even Jesus drank wine. You got to celebrate something, right? Listen, y'all. We got work to do. And we can't do it scared. We can't do this work afraid. And the work not that hard, especially if we all do it together. Y'all feel like cooperating yet with each other? Y'all feel like unifying yet? Because I'm going to tell y'all, that's what this social distancing is really about. Social distancing is not so... It's about also keeping whatever that germ is, getting it under order, right? Making sure it doesn't spread, right? But that can be done with normal, regular, basic OSHA precautions. The social distancing, what that's about now. Social distancing is about me being loving, being kind, being powerful, and empowering you to do the same. When we stand within certain proximities of each other, we stand in each other's energetic fields. We all have one. We all have an EMF, right? And if my EMF field is charged with love and there's no fear there, and I'm able and I'm willing to do certain things, when you come close to me, I share that energy with you. I help to raise your frequencies. I help to raise your vibrations up. So they don't want us getting around each other and encouraging each other to take care of yourself, love yourself, drink your tea, move around, get your exercise on. They don't want us telling each other that. They don't want us getting together to meditate and chant the sounds of the universe. Like later on today, I want to do a Sekhmet chant. I found this awesome chant to Sekhmet. Sekhmet is one of my patron goddesses, and I really connect with that energy. That's the energy that is permeating the place right now. Sekhmet, Kali Ma, Oya, the Dark Mothers, as they're called. That's the energy that's in the air right now. And if you just stop being afraid, you'll find that it's not a scary thing at all. It's actually quite comforting. Because then you'll realize that whatever devastation is being done, whoever's being harmed, it was either their time to go or they deserve to go. The place gotta clean out. We can't collect everything, can't keep everybody. Especially when there's a lot of wicked people around. They have to go. They gotta be excused from the place. You see, but they don't wanna go. And if they do, they don't wanna go alone. So they wanna make you afraid along with them. They wanna make you, do you hear me? They wanna make you afraid along with them. I need to do that necromancy video so I can explain things a little more thoroughly and, you know, have more time with it. But these are necromancers that run this place. So they thrive off of your fear. They thrive off of your anxiety. They thrive off of whatever discomfort you're feeling right now. Don't give it to them. If you gotta turn off your TV, change the news, throw Netflix on, watch some cartoons or something. If you can't sit in silence, then you do that. You watch something happy. You fill your home with sounds of laughter and love and music, and not this news crap that's on. Did y'all see how they used footage from Italy to say that's what was going on here in America? Did you see the pictures of the mannequins on stretchers? Huh? Did you see that? Man, listen. We've been hearing ambulances going up and down the place, right? Do you know that those ambulances were not going for people with the coronavirus? They're not getting calls from people with the coronavirus. Those are your everyday people that fill up the emergency rooms every single day. But the emergency rooms are only taking limited amounts of people. Some hospitals are sending people to other hospitals saying they don't have space, when that doesn't absolutely have to be the truth. So all the ambulance sounds that we're hearing is a well orchestrated show to make you afraid. That's all it is. So later on, I want to call on Sekhmet and Kali Ma. I want to call on them. I want us to chant them together if we can, you know. Call them dark mothers down so they can finish cleaning up the place. Sekhmet gonna bring the heat. It's a little nippy outside. Sekhmet gonna bring the heat for us. Sekhmet gonna bring the sun. She rides in before the blaze of the sun, before Ra. Right? And we need that sun. We need the sunlight. We need the sunshine. We need it to come through. We need those things. And there's no amount of fear. There's nothing that they can do to actually stop us from doing what it is we naturally do, which is call it in. We call it in. Back in the day, and some still do it now. If you go to a powwow, you will still see the Native Americans do dances that charge the earth. They dance for corn. They dance to grow grain. They dance to make it rain. We gotta start to call these things in. We need the sun. We need the heat. Let's call it in. Hey birdies, you should see these birds. The birds are just fine, so why are you worried? They chirping every morning with no problem. They chirping every morning with no problem, so why are we afraid? If nature could be so kind to these animals, why would nature be so cruel to us? She wouldn't. She wouldn't be cruel to us at all. Not even the slightest. Because nature loves us. We're a part of nature. We're one with nature. Just like the trees help block out the wind and they hold water for the forest and they provide shade and homes for the insects and animals there. That's what we do too. We're part of the environment too. So don't let these newscasters and what's going on in politics take you off your square. You don't have to be afraid. The same way the trees survive storms. So what is it going to take for us to realize that we all we got and we all we need? Whatever the government offering is too much, is extra. We don't need it. We don't want it. Vaccinations. We don't need them to do trial and error tests on us for our safety when nature already provided tried and true remedies. Nature already provided us with remedies and cures. Huh? It's just up to us to take our power back. That's all it is. It's up to us to take our power back and use it. Instead of using our creativity to figure out what we're going to wear and how we're going to attract a lover or cause somebody misery or be petty, let's use our energy to heal the earth, to heal humanity, right? That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be healing the earth and healing humanity, not running around being afraid. You think babies are home scared right now? Children are some of the most powerful beings you'll ever meet. Is the innocent child, because they don't know any fear. They don't know the corruption of the human mind. They haven't yet gone through the abuses of manipulation by governments and stuff like that. So they're pure and they get whatever they want, right? We don't know what the baby's saying when he crying, but whatever it is he want, he gonna get it. Baby gonna get it, right or wrong. Baby don't even speak a language yet. Baby speak goo goo gaga and thunk 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 Chinese or whatever the case is, and we give the baby what they want. The baby could be sitting in the middle of the floor, in the middle of a storm, right in the middle of danger, and they're not distressed. They're not stressed out. They're not running for safety. Not really, no. The children don't only get as distressed as the mothers get. When mommy is afraid, that's when the baby becomes afraid. When daddy is afraid, that's when the child becomes afraid. That's where they learn to fear from. The parents. So I urge you guys to just stay encouraged, stay strong, and don't let this fear stuff get to you. A matter of fact, this whole thing really put me on my deen to make sure I do my part as a healer and an energy worker, right? So, because I've been getting a lot of calls, I've been doing a lot of energy work lately, and I'm not going front. I done ate all the kale, I done ate all the cabbage and the dasheen, I done ate all the vegetables, right? And I'm still tired. So what I want to offer you guys, instead of paying $50, $60 for a session to remove anxieties and stuff like that, going one person at a time, how about y'all meet me on Patreon? Y'all join my membership on Patreon, like $15 a month, and I'll do the energy healings twice a month, once a month or twice a month, and we'll get on Zoom and we could talk about certain things, we could discuss stuff, and I'll send the energy out there. And those of you who know me, you know my energy healings are real. I'm not going to sit up here and sham nobody or nothing like that. I really do open myself up to the universe, and I let the energy come through. And if you're receptive, you will feel it from wherever you are, whether you in Brooklyn, New York alongside me, whether you on the other coast in California, or whether you on the other continent somewhere in Africa or Asia somewhere. The energy will find you, reach you, and it will go with you because it belongs to you. It belongs to all of us, you know? And I don't think $15 a month is too much to ask for energy healings twice a month or even once a month. That's not too much. And we need it right now. We need that, and we need to be meditating together. We need to be putting our minds on one accord and meditating together. And those of you who do pray, we need to be praying together. I don't care who name you praying, really. As long as the intention is love and it's pure, it's going to be heard. You won't be ignored at all. You know? Hey, little birdie. Hi. I got to be like the only person in Brooklyn that the birds come right up to my feet. He come right up to my feet. But yes, guys, I'm going to start heading back because I came outside to find some sort of snack or just something. The place boring. I'm ready for it to open back up. I hope they don't cancel Labor Day. We're going to have to do our own parade, y'all. They try to cancel Labor Day. We're going to have to do it ourselves. And you know I ain't scared. You know I got some stuff in the house. I'll put it on. And, hey. But yeah, guys, y'all go ahead and be well. And if you do have upper respiratory issues, just look for my YouTube video where I talk about how to kill any kind of upper respiratory infections, including this coronavirus, because it's not a strong disease. They only pay a lot of money for strong messages on the news. This thing is not strong at all.